Ron asked a question, is the Fusion subscription in addition to the Power Options subscription? Yes, that is the case. The Fusion subscription, Ron, is separate. The Fusion subscription here at Radioactive Trading is designed really for new blueprint owners to help enhance and better master the materials, enhance the learning curve, I should say, Ron, and enhance the materials that are in the blueprint. The Fusion subscription is not a substitute for the blueprint. The Fusion subscription is designed to help new blueprint owners more quickly accelerate the learning curve, master the materials in the blueprint. What do you get with the Fusion subscription? Well, there's timed lessons that are available that help re-emphasize what's in the blueprint, but just looking at different examples, different situations of doing, let's see, get to the point here, the income methods, things to consider, adjusting the long put, income method number 3, income method number 4, we just talked about, which is shear, income method number 5, so on and so forth, a variety of various lessons here, reinforcing the concepts of the blueprint in radioactive trading with different examples as well. That's one thing that's available in the Fusion subscription. As you saw, the open trades and trade tracker, Ernie and I post our active married put positions here. These are just married put positions following the rules in the blueprint. We do not treat this as an advisory service, meaning that you shouldn't expect a new married put every second Thursday of the month. You shouldn't expect an income method every other Monday or every Monday, or things of that nature. We treat this as we treat it in our portfolio for the married put portion of our portfolio. Ernie is almost now fully back invested in the market for anyone who had a question about what Ernie's outlook is for the market going forward. And so you can see he's opened some new positions recently. He still has some positions open that he's been trading for a time period. I am looking to open another position here for the married put portion of my portfolio, in addition to the adjustments we talked about at the beginning of the presentation. So if it's not an advisory service, why is it there? Excuse me, Ron. It's there to help new blueprint owners see how we use this approach, how we use these techniques in our portfolio. We enter a trade brief every time we enter a new position or an income method that shares our thoughts on why we're doing it, why we selected the underlying we did from the list that was available, what we're looking for, and then each time we do an income method, we enter into the discussion of why we're doing that particular income method. And I think my last trade brief on the Schwab one was fairly long because income method number 5 is a little bit complicated as the ratio call spread. It's not too bad. So why would we do that if we could always get $2 for selling the 85 call by itself? Why not do an income method number 6 like we did on NEM? Because that potential for the extra $2.50 in profit based on our expectations, in addition to the 50 cents we could have gotten, could have been around $3 max profit if the stock had hit our expected targets. That did not happen. We still got a premium to lower that initial at risk on the trade, bring down the cost basis as well. So we're happy with that. But that's sort of what, anytime an email is sent out immediately when the adjustment is done, Fusion subscribers will receive a discussion of why we did it, what we're looking to accomplish, and what our expectations. Oh, sorry, my apologies, Ron. Going forward, what else is in the Fusion subscription? Basic married put search, similar to what's on Power Options, not as fluid. This again is based on that default criteria that we use, but you don't have the ability to change the criteria as you do with Power Options. 95% of those open trades I just showed you, Ron, that are in the Fusion portfolio came directly from this search, either on Power Options or for the married put search here on the Fusion subscription. The only one that did not is the NEM position, and we had a full discussion on that when that position was open as to why I went with NEM as opposed to using the other positions that popped up in the main search tool. Now, you can set your risk threshold here. If you have a $100,000 account and you only want to risk 1.5 of the total portfolio per trade, this gives you a guide of how many shares and contracts you could trade of each based on the monetary max risk reflected against the portfolio value. So that sort of helps you with the guidance from the blueprint. That second discussion that we have in addition to limiting risk, not only do I want to control the risk to that 5.5 to 8.5% range on the position, but I want to make sure that monetary risk is only 1.5, or 2% of my total portfolio value. This gives you guidance of how many contracts you could trade if you were looking for that percentage. Second layer of protection in the blueprint. The stock insurance tool, this is similar to the one on Power Options. If you have a stock that's up in price, you can simply just enter the stock position symbol. My apologies, Ron. Enter in your cost basis and hit calculate, and I'll show you what married puts you could potentially use right now to bulletproof the trade with your increased cost basis on the underlying position. And last but not least, members only white papers and contents. Discussion on earnings, 5 ways to milk your radioactive profit machine, playing the bear side of the market, 5 ways to manage income method number 5. I didn't have to do any management today. I just let it expire worthless. I'm going to reevaluate a new opportunity for the Schwab position. So in addition to the blueprint owners only webinar, some of these as a blueprint owner, you'll see these also, but there are some here that are just for Fusion subscribers that are not shown in the blueprint owners members only content as well. I am logged in. Yes, the blueprint owners only webinars. There's a lot of them here. But some of the ones I don't see are the capture more income on your married put position. Yes, playing the bear side of the market is there. 5 ways to manage income method number 5 is there. But I don't see the 5 ways to milk your RPM, the capturing more profit on the RPM. There's different members only content that's available in the Fusion subscription. This subscription is separate from Power Options, Ron, as I mentioned. The Fusion subscription is $69 per month to access those 5 things we just talked about, including the members only content. When you buy your blueprint, you get a discounted first month of Fusion for only $10. So you can go through the different concepts here for the first month for only $10. A common approach, Ron, what we found statistically over the years is that someone who's brand new to the blueprint, brand new to Power Options, and brand new to radioactive trading concepts will buy the blueprint, start going through the content for a week or two, take advantage of their first or 2 discounted months of Fusion at only $10 per month if they came in on the special offer. But they'll go ahead and do a couple months of Fusion and then maybe an extra month at the full price to go through the lessons, see how we're doing at trades during those periods, going through the track record of our trades during those periods for better education to help the learning curve to master the concepts in the blueprint. Then after that 2-month period, Ron, or 3-month period, they'll quote unquote graduate over to Power Options and start using the Power Options tools now that they're comfortable with the structure, searching on their own, tracking their own positions in the portfolio, evaluating the rollout opportunities on their own in their own portfolio as well. That's the common pattern that's taken for someone who's completely new to the blueprint and has not seen Power Options before or radioactive trading. Now, that being said, a lot of times an investor who's a subscriber to Power Options has been in Power Options for a few months or 5 or 6 months. We'll see the benefits of the blueprint later on, maybe because the covered calls or the naked puts aren't working out for them as they expected. They'll buy the blueprint, they'll keep their Power Options subscription and start the discounted months of Fusion F both on the same time. There is a handful, maybe almost a dozen customers we have, maybe a little bit more than a dozen, maybe 15 to 20 customers that are in both Fusion and Power Options and have been for an extended period of time. Years, actually. They have both subscriptions and they track both. They do their own trading at Power Options. They follow our own trades with Fusion as well. But remember, the trades that we post are our basic real trades. Ernie mentions when he's doing a trade as a paper trade, not as a real trade. I will too, but most of them are real trades that we have open right now. But again, it's not an advisory service. It's just showing how we're doing it in our portfolio more for educational purposes. And follow up, Ron, both the Power Options subscription, which the general subscription is about $65 per month, of course, for the delayed service, and the Fusion subscription is $69 per month. We currently do not offer a annual or semi-annual rate at this time for a discount. It is just the monthly subscription available month by month, but there's no contractual obligation. You can cancel at any time. And of course, you can upgrade your subscription or downgrade your subscription at any time. To cancel, you just have to send us an email. In that case, there we go. call the office, send us an email to cancel or to downgrade your subscription if you want to go to a lower level. And of course, as I mentioned here, the 4 levels of subscription, the end of day data, which is only $45 per month. You don't get updates in the data during the day. The delayed service is the most popular. It's only $65 per month for all the tools. Data is updated every 12 to 15 minutes. That service with upgrade to the full historical tools is only $35 more. So it's just $100 per month for the delayed plus historical. And we do offer the real time, and the premium is the whole kit and caboodle. That's everything, including access to the API, the programmer's interface as well. But if you wanted to do both, it would be $69 for Fusion after the discounted month as a Blueprint owner. You also, of course, as a Blueprint owner, receive the first 30 days of Power Options, or a free 30 days of Power Options also. But after that, it would be whatever subscription level you decided to go with, plus the $69 for Fusion. And we don't have a semi-annual or annual subscription set up this time.